It was supposed to be a quick stop, just a few gallons of gas, maybe a bottle of water for the road. But in less than 5 minutes, that gas station became a crime scene, a place where light and darkness collided. A life full of plans, kindness, and second chances ended in the one place most of us barely think twice about. Her name was Erica Daniels, 32 years old, a nurse, a daughter, a friend who always stayed to help clean up after the party. On March 14, 2021, she met someone she shouldn't have. By sunrise, the town of Willow Creek, Missouri, would wake to headlines that no one could believe. A nurse missing, a car abandoned, and a story that would force an entire community to question how far simple kindness can go before it turns dangerous. Erica Lynn Daniels was born on June 9, 1988, in Willow Creek, a small town surrounded by pine woods and winding creeks. Her mother, Linda, worked as a high school librarian. Her father, Tom, owned a small mechanics shop off Highway 52. From the time she was little, Erica had been a caretaker. Friends remembered her patching up scraped knees, rescuing stray cats, and organizing food drives before she was even old enough to drive. She had that rare mix of warmth and conviction, the kind of person who saw broken things and instinctively tried to fix them. After graduating from nursing school, she joined Willow Creek General Hospital, working long overnight shifts in the emergency room. Her coworkers nicknamed her Sunshine because even at 3 a.m., after dealing with trauma cases and loss, she still found a way to make people laugh. She loved plants, long road trips with her best friend Tessa Miller, and weekend breakfasts with her parents. But the people closest to her said she often gave more than she had. She always saw the good in people, Tessa would later recall, even when they didn't deserve it. That's what made her beautiful, and that's what scared me the most. On Saturday, March 13th, 2021, after a 12-hour ER shift, Erica clocked out just before midnight. The night was cold and quiet, fog pooling low over the 2-lane roads that cut through town. She stopped at a Brightmark gas station off Highway 9 at 11:42 p.m. Security cameras captured her stepping out of her blue Honda CR-V, hair tied loosely back, wearing her hospital scrubs and gray cardigan. She bought a coffee and 2 granola bars. Nothing unusual except who pulled up beside her. The other car, a silver 2008 Honda Civic, belonged to Derek Cole, age 35. He wasn't from Willow Creek. He'd been living in a rundown motel 20 miles away, working odd construction jobs. On paper, he looked ordinary. But when investigators later dug into his record, they found 2 arrests for aggravated assault and a restraining order filed by a former girlfriend in Kansas City. That night, Derek was restless, driving aimlessly, high on meth, looking for something or someone to anchor his anger to. The footage showed him glancing repeatedly toward Erica as she fueled her car. At 11:47 p.m., he approached her. She smiled politely, nodded, then turned away. Within 2 minutes, she was done, slipping back into her CR-V and driving toward the I-57 on-ramp. Derek followed, headlights fading into the night behind her. When Erica didn't call her mother the next morning, Linda assumed she was resting after a long shift. But by 3 p.m., calls went straight to voicemail. Her roommate, Kara Benson, tried too. Nothing. At 6:10 p.m., Kara dialed 911. "My roommate didn't come home last night. Her car's not here. This isn't like her." Police began routine checks, hospitals, towing yards, traffic cams. Hours passed. At 9:42 p.m., a state trooper spotted a blue Honda CR-V parked behind an abandoned rest stop off County Road 17, 20 miles north of town. The driver's door was slightly open, the keys still in the ignition, Erica's purse on the passenger seat. There was no sign of a struggle, no broken glass, no blood, just emptiness. Detective Jason Ford later said, "There was no evidence of robbery or forced entry. That told us this wasn't random. Whoever did this wanted her and nothing else." By dawn on March 15th, search teams spread out across the wooded area. Within hours, they found tire tracks leading down a dirt service road toward a creek. Search dogs caught a scent halfway down the path. Under a tangle of branches, they found Erica's hospital ID badge, and a few feet away, a single running shoe. The search continued into the night. The next morning, cadaver dogs alerted near a shallow ditch close to the creek's edge. There, wrapped in a white sheet, lay Erica's body. She had been beaten and strangled. Forensic pathologist Dr. Elena Ruiz determined she fought fiercely. Her fingernails had torn deep scratches into her attacker. DNA extracted from that skin would later match Derek Cole. At first, investigators thought they were strangers, but digital forensics revealed something more chilling. 3 days before the murder, Erica had encountered Derek at a Quick Mart while grabbing lunch. He had asked if she could spare $1 for gas. She gave him $5. That night, he found her Facebook profile through a local community page and sent her a message. "Hey, thanks again. You were super sweet. Maybe I can buy you coffee sometime." Erica responded once, "No problem. Glad you got home safe. Take care." That was the last time she engaged. Over the next 3 days, Derek sent 6 more messages, each one more demanding than the last. She ignored them. He became obsessed. His search history later showed entries like "How to track someone by license plate" and "Willow Creek Hospital staff schedule." Detective Ford would later explain, she wasn't dating him. She barely knew him, but he saw rejection as disrespect. That was all it took. On March 17th, officers traced Derek's phone to a roadside motel in Pine Hollow, 20 miles east. When they knocked, he tried to climb out the bathroom window. Inside the room, police found a torn hospital badge lanyard, a gas receipt from Brightmart, and fabric fibers identical to the sheet used to wrap Erica's body. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. Body cam footage recorded him muttering, "I didn't mean to hurt her. She just wouldn't stop yelling." It was the only coherent statement he made. During interrogation, Derek shifted between denial and rage. He claimed she led him on, then said she panicked, but the evidence was damning: his fingerprints on her car door, his DNA under her nails, his shoe prints beside the creek. The trial began on May 3, 2022, at the Jefferson County Courthouse. The prosecution, led by District Attorney Lauren Carter, argued that Derek had fixated on Erica, mistaking her generosity for affection, and when she rejected him, his fragile ego snapped. "She showed him kindness," Carter told jurors. "He mistook it for interest, and when kindness turned to silence, he answered with violence." The defense tried to frame him as a troubled man battling addiction, claiming the killing wasn't premeditated, but the result of a psychotic episode. But prosecutors had the footage from Brightmart showing Derek tailing Erica's car. They had his GPS data, the timeline, the DNA. Most haunting of all were the autopsy photos, shown briefly to the jury and never released publicly. The room fell silent. Erica's mother sobbed quietly in the front row. After 6 days of testimony, the jury deliberated for only 3 hours. Derek Cole was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. When the verdict was read, Linda Daniels clutched her daughter's photo to her chest. Outside the courthouse, she told reporters, "My daughter died because she was kind to a stranger. That's who she was. But no one should lose their life for being good." In the months that followed, Willow Creek tried to heal. The town organized candlelight vigils at the hospital where Erica worked. Gas stations across Missouri launched safe stop campaigns, improving lighting, adding surveillance, and posting signs that read, "Trust your instincts. Kindness shouldn't cost your life." In 2023, state legislators passed the Erica Daniels Safety Act, requiring 24-hour fuel stations to install high-definition cameras and fund rapid response patrols in rural corridors. At Willow Creek General, co-workers placed a bronze plaque near the staff break room. It reads, "In memory of Nurse Erica Daniels, for every life she touched and the one she lost, every March, they light a candle beside her photo." Tessa still visits the creek every year. She always believed good people could change the world, she says. Maybe now, she still can. Erica's story became more than tragedy. It became a warning, not about fear, but about awareness. How a single act of kindness, a small moment we take for granted, can cross paths with someone's darkness. She wasn't naive, she was compassionate. And compassion isn't a weakness. It's what keeps humanity intact, even in the face of evil. Every night, people stop for gas, coffee, a quick breath between destinations. We cross paths with strangers whose stories we'll never know. For Erica Daniels, that ordinary stop became the final chapter of an extraordinary life. May we remember her name, and may her story remind us to stay alert, stay kind, but never ignore that quiet voice that says something isn't right. If this story moved you, share it. Comment your thoughts, like, and subscribe to Evidence Uncovered, where every case reminds us that behind the evidence, there's always a heartbeat.